believe it's been 10 years that the Edible Schoolyard has been at the Greensboro Children's Museum in the middle of downtown Greensboro. What a wonderful oasis in this urban setting. We are incredibly fortunate that 10 years ago, there were visionary leaders and kind, generous people in our community who said, we need this for Greensboro. We need it for the children. We need it for the community. They reached deep in their hearts and their pocketbooks and even into their calendars to find the time and the resources to bring this to a literal fruition. It's a reality for the children. It's fabulous. I think of the 10 years we've been open, there have been almost 1 million people that have come through this garden to see the variety of things that we're growing, the way we're growing things, to learn about fresh, healthy foods, seasonality to foods. Then we have had all of the children who've been able to come through our cooking school and the field trips that have come for classes and lessons to learn about native plants, to learn about how to take these fresh, healthy foods, create snacks and meals for themselves, things that'll help them with a good, healthy, sustainable life. It's an incredible time to celebrate this garden. It has grown so much in 10 years. We're lucky to have it. So thank you to those that made it possible, and happy anniversary.
Hello and happy anniversary to the Greensboro Edible Schoolyard Project at the Children's Museum. I can't believe it's been 10 years, a long time since I've been there. But let me tell you, you're doing the most important work. You are edibly educating the next generation. So celebrate. I wish I could be there in person and lift a glass. Congratulations.
The Edible Schoolyard took Alice Waters' work with school gardens and slow food and put it together right in downtown Greensboro. We assembled a great group of teachers and gardeners and cooks, and every morning we would meet with a group of young children and show them the garden, show them plants, smell, touch, taste, and sometimes even cook and eat with them. It was truly a way to bring kind of a knowledge of fresh and good food to young children and their families. And here it was, just placed right in an urban setting, right across from the library. So well done, Edible Schoolyard, and happy anniversary.
We knew of the legendary Alice Waters, and the Edible Schoolyard seemed like a wonderful idea. When Melanie Soles told us of her vision, we were absolutely blown away.
Poor nutrition prevents people from reaching their potential. That is especially true in the South, where obesity and diabetes in children are rampant.
The Edible Schoolyard was the first of its kind associated with the Children's Museum. We will always be grateful to the visionary and generous donors who gave the project their support.
By enabling children to be hands-on, it enabled nutrition to be fun. The participants then educate their parents and others. The Edible Schoolyard contributes greatly to the conversation about getting fresh food to underserved neighborhoods in the city.
It has been a win-win for our community and deserves our continued support. Happy birthday, Edible Schoolyard, from Richard and Jane Levy.
The Edible Schoolyard was one of the first areas that I became involved in when I volunteered at the museum. I immediately noticed the passion of the employees and their commitment to the program. It made a strong impression on me and opened my eyes to how important it is to educate children on the healthy food choices that are available to them. I've watched my children grow up and make a lot of healthy food choices, probably better than their dad does. And I hope that their exposure to the Edible Schoolyard has made a difference in those decisions. Happy 10-year anniversary.
It is so hard for me to believe that the Edible Schoolyard is celebrating its 10-year anniversary. The Edible Schoolyard was ahead of its time in thinking about ways to connect children to the food that they eat and the communities that they live in. It was so much fun being a member of the board when the Edible Schoolyard idea was first brought to us by Melanie Soles. It was even more fun seeing how the Edible Schoolyard played out in those first couple years of programming and seeing all of the impact it's had on the community ever since. Congratulations, Edible Schoolyard, and happy 10th anniversary.
Hello. Happy anniversary to the Greensboro Children's Museum Edible Schoolyard. I can tell you, a lot of people made a lot of contributions to cause the Edible Schoolyard to be constructed and to make it the landmark that it is for the city of Greensboro. But there's one person without whom this Edible Schoolyard never exists. That person's Melanie Soles. Now, Melanie was my predecessor as the board chair. This was her idea. This was her vision. She was the driving force. She helped raise the money. She helped design the schoolyard. She brought Alice Waters in to help create a program, the first of its kind of any museum in the United States. And it was a real honor to work with Melanie and a whole host of others to cause the Edible Schoolyard to be constructed and to start operations. It's important now, just as it was important then, and I'm assuming that the lessons that parents are learning now are the same lessons I learned as a parent 10 years ago. My favorite lesson is that if you get a child and that child plants a seed for a vegetable, helps it grow, reaps it, brings it in, prepares it, serves it, that child is more likely to eat it and to enjoy it. The truth is, those lessons are important for me now because I'm still trying to get my youngest Sam Cross to eat his carrots. So I look forward to the next 10 years for the Greensboro Children's Museum Edible Schoolyard. I look forward to the lessons that it continues to teach. I hope it gets me to get Sam to eat his carrots. Happy anniversary.